A man was locked up in prison with a hidden location, but they didn't know that he was an expert in prison escape. Ray Breslin, an expert, operates his security company to some success, with senior members Hush and Abigail and newcomers Shu Ren, Jasper Kimbrell, and Luke Graves as field operators. They are in a hostage rescue mission in Chechnya. They deliberately get themselves captured like they always do when rescuing hostages. This time, Kimbrell carelessly trusts his computer algorithms and deviates from the mission objectives. This results in one of the hostages being shot and later dying of her wounds. Breslin gets upset with this and fires Kimbrell as a result. A year later, Shu is contacted by his family to protect his cousin Yusheng Ma, who holds an information about a groundbreaking satellite communications technology from his telecommunications company. Yusheng has been targeted by a rival company, Rushto. After attending a party in Bangkok, Shu defends Yusheng from masked men, but both are stunned with tasers and kidnapped. Later, Shu wakes up in a prison in an unknown arena, where inmates are forced to fight. Shu is forced to fight another prisoner. He quickly finishes him and wins, and he earns himself some time in the sanctuary. The sanctuary is a place in the prison where a prisoner has access to art and a few comfort, like a 3D view of nature. Later on, Shu sees Kimbrell, his colleague, and is surprised. Kimbrell explains that the prison is called HADES and that he's been held for several months. Back at the base, Luke, Hush, Abigail, and Breslin gets worried as they attempt to locate Shu and Yusheng after their disappearance. Shu remembers Breslin's training on escape, and he begins to formulate an escape plan. Shu meets the warden Gregor Faust, who calls himself the Zookeeper, and learns that Faust wants Yusheng's communications patents in exchange for their release. But Yusheng tells Shu that he buried the technology for fear it could be used to hijack any nuclear launch system in the world, and they then resolve to escape from HADES. Back at the base again, Breslin determines that HADES is funded by the same mysterious organization who funded the tomb, and seeks help from an old contact, Trent DeRosa. Meanwhile, Luke followed a lead on Shu's disappearance, and he links it to a guy. He chases after the guy but is trapped in a garage. Luke is caught and he wakes up in HADES. The four are reunited in the prison, but try to keep his secret. Shu befriends the prison cook named Chu and learns that the prison layout changes every night. Using a pencil mark on the floor, he confirms this and is surprised. Kimbrell reveals that another inmate, a hacker known as Count Zero, who is the leader of the group of hackers called Legion, knows the layout. He explains that the Legion has refused to reveal who among the three is actually Count Zero. Shu tries to earn his trust and Count Zero gives him the information, but in doing so, reveals his identity. The following day, Shu, Luke, and Kimbrell are brought in for questioning and forced to watch as Count Zero is presumably executed. And shockingly, Kimbrell gets up and reveals that he actually runs HADES in the year since being dismissed from Breslin's team. He designed and built HADES to prove his algorithms work, and that his prison is literally inescapable since it is not operated by human guards, but rather by an automatic system. Furthermore, Kimbrell also reveals that another purpose of HADES is to imprison people with sensitive and valuable intel in order to extract them through torture so Kimbrell can sell the intel to the highest bidders. Kimbrell vows to make Shu and Yusheng's life a living hell in his prison, unless Yusheng gives up the patent, but Faust the Zookeeper reminds him to focus on acquiring the patent instead of revenge. Breslin and DeRosa find clues revealing Kimbrell's connection to HADES. Knowing Kimbrell is out for revenge, Breslin allows himself to be captured and sent to HADES. Using a hidden communication device in his tooth, Breslin stays in contact with Hush while attempting to breach the prison's defenses from the inside. Breslin, Shu, and Luke formulate a new plan while enlisting the help of Yusheng, the cook, Count Zero's friends, and other inmates. They manage to disable the prison's security cameras and, with Hush's help, temporarily shut down Galileo, the prison's automated defense system. They break into the medical center and attempt to gain control of the prison's systems and get to the control room. The Zookeeper responds with an armed force, and in the ensuing shootout, several inmates are killed and the group becomes separated. DeRosa, following his own leads, locates the prison from the outside. Yusheng overrides the prison's power systems, alerting DeRosa to the prison's entrance and allowing him to break in. Searching for an exit, Shu kills the zookeeper in a knife fight as Luke and DeRosa converge on the control room. Breslin faces off with Kimbrel in hand-to-hand combat, while DeRosa rescues Luke from the prison guards. Breslin defeats Kimbrel and, together with DeRosa, disables Galileo for good. Shu and Yu Sheng find an exit and are safely extracted by Abigail and Hush. In the end, Breslin is contacted by the group behind HADS and vows to track them down and expose them. If you enjoyed this video, please do well to like, subscribe, and comment on what movies you want us to review for you. Also, turn on the notification bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos. Thanks, and see you in the next video.